2014-15 ends with a new team at the top. It's time for the Kelly Cup playoffs. We'll take a look at all the first-round matchups. The league awards are announced, and the all ECHL teams are named. Is your favorite club represented? Let's wrap up the regular season and get set for the most wonderful time of the year right now on ECHL Week. Hi, and welcome to ECHL Week. 1,008 games have come and gone. Several playoff races went down to the final weekend. The league regular season championship was decided on the final day. What's left now is a 2-month-long treat for all fans and lovers of hockey, the Kelly Cup playoffs. Let's take a look at all of the divisional semifinal matchups. In the North, the Walleye are in the playoffs for the second time in 3 seasons, while rival Wheeling has been there 5 times in the last 7 years. Toledo is the first team since 2008 to win at least 50 games. The Nailers finished 500 or better for the 7th straight season. The other North battle is between Fort Wayne and Kalamazoo. In the regular season, Sean Sidlowski led the Comets against the K-Wings with 7 goals and 14 points, while Kalamazoo was paced by Matt Carria and Eric Catalyst with 12 points each. In the East, there's a Sunshine State face-off. Florida returns to the playoffs after a 1-year hiatus. Orlando is in the postseason for the 2nd straight year. The Blades were led by Adam Brace's 16 points in their games against the Solar Bears. Jacob Cepas had 17 points versus Florida this season. South Carolina is appearing in the postseason for an ECHL record 21st time, while Reading has qualified for the Kelly Cup playoffs in each of the last 6 seasons. The Stingrays set ECHL records with a 23-game winning streak and 13 straight road victories. Reading's 45 wins fell just 1 shy of its team record. In the Western Conference, Allen ended the regular season on an 11-game unbeaten streak. Tulsa went 10-4-2 over its final 16 to sew up the 4th playoff spot in the Central Division. ECHL scoring champ Chad Costello led Allen against the Oilers with 31 points, while TJ Kegg paced Tulsa versus Allen with 18. The other Central Division clash has Rapid City going up against Quad City. Daniel Barchuk led the Rush in the season series with 6 goals and 10 points, while Mario Lamoureux paced the Mallards with 12 points. The Pacific Division top seed Idaho will face Utah to start the 2nd season. These teams have the longest active playoff streaks, but it's their first time meeting in the postseason. Idaho earned its first division crown in 5 years, while it took the Grizzlies until the second last day of the season to qualify. More about that later. Ontario and Colorado are both in the playoffs for the 4th straight year. Ontario won 43 games this season. Colorado set a club record with 41. Against each other, the Reign was led by Judd Blackwater and Tristan King with 13 points each. Trent Davatilla had 16 points for the Eagles versus the Reign. It took until the final game of the schedule, but when Toledo beat Kalamazoo in their last contest, the Walleye earned the Brabham Cup for their regular season title. Toledo finished with 107 points, and its 58-point improvement over last season is the best single-season turnaround in ECHL history. It was also the most points in the season since Texas and Cincinnati earned 115 points in 2007 and 8. As a result, Toledo has home ice advantage throughout the Kelly Cup playoffs. Alaska had won the Brabham Cup each of the last 4 seasons. Now that we know all the first-round pairings, let's hear from some of the coaches who will be directly involved in trying to guide their teams into the divisional finals.
When it comes playoff time, we're going to have to tighten it up, and of late we've done that. We're #1 in both the power play and the penalty kill right now, which will be very important in the playoffs. So I don't know if there's a lot of areas. I think we need to keep emphasizing and stressing the areas we've been good in this year, and that's defending as a team, that's transitioning the puck as a team, and then being really good on the special team. So,
really happy with the guys we picked up this year. They're working hard and having fun, and now, like you said, it's about finding our form for the playoffs. And it's an advantage for us to play in this division because every night we've got some pretty hard games, and it makes us stronger.
We certainly have our goals set at the start of the year, and we work hard to attain those goals. And fortunately, we were able to bring in You know, a great team here, and those guys have been internally driven to win every game. And I think, you know, like I said, first place is well deserved, but at the same time, you know, we're looking forward to getting into playoffs the second part of our season here, and to see what this team can do.
And we beat them twice. They beat us once in the matchup, but once was early in the season, one was later when we went on that little bit of a roll there with 13 games. So I thought we had really outplayed in the first 2 games here at home. The game that we won on the road 2-1, I thought they outplayed us, and Napa played really well. So it's going to be a tough series, but you know, we'll see.
Well, Toledo, we've had some trouble with Toledo. We don't have a good record against them. They're good from top to bottom. They come out really hard at home. They get some really skilled, and like you said, they're very, very fast. They're very well coached, and they get good goaltending. So, you know, you don't get as many wins as they've had all year. You know, so they're a solid team. Our team is resilient. We've been working hard all year. We compete. We got good goaltending. We're a good team also. We just got to be more consistent in our play.
I really think when you're in, you're in. And you look at last year's playoffs, and you know, the top 8 seeds are in, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, or I mean, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 are out, and 5, 6, 7, and 8 are in after the first round. So you look at the parity throughout this league, and it's no different this year at all.
You want awards? We've got them. Plus a look at the all-league teams. Straight ahead on ECHL Week.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Hi, this is Olivier Roy from the Idaho Steelhead, and you're watching the ECHL Week.
ECHL coaches, broadcasters, media relations directors, and media had a challenging job recently, choosing award winners and the all-league teams. Let's check out the results. Not only is South Carolina's Jeff Chikaitis winning his 3rd ECHL Goaltender of the Year award in the past 4 seasons, but this year he's adding the Most Valuable Player honor. He's just the 2nd goalie in the last 11 seasons to take home the MVP trophy. Chikaitis had the kind of season that most players can only dream about and set league records along the way. Wrapping up his 3rd straight year with the Stingrays, the 31-year-old Rochester, Minnesota native has also seen action during his career, both in the American Hockey League and in Italy. Coach of the Year, Derek Lalonde, might also have gotten some votes for Rookie of the Year. The first-year Toledo bench boss took his inaugural pro coaching job after spending the last 3 seasons with the junior-level United States Hockey League's Green Bay Gamblers. For the first time, Toledo won both a division title and the regular season crown. The Walleye have home ice advantage through the playoffs, set a home attendance record, and went from worst to first in the standings. Lalonde's debut will be difficult to improve upon next season. One of Lalonde's players, Tyler Barnes, is the Rookie of the Year. Barnes led all rookies in scoring with 74 points, which was also tied for 8th overall in the league. His 30 goals were tied for 2nd among first-year players, and he was tied for 2nd with 40 assists. And as if to put an exclamation point on the season, when both he and teammate A.J. Jenks each scored 3 times in the Walleye's final game of the regular season, it was the first time in Walleye history that 2 players had hat tricks in the same game. The Defenseman of the Year is Florida's Mike Little. Completing his 4th full season as a pro, the former Reading Royal and Stockton Thunder blue liner was near the top of all offensive categories among defensemen and tied for the league lead with a +46 rating. The Enfield, Connecticut native did all that while recording just 14 penalty minutes this season. The former All-ECHL rookie team member had a pair of games with 3 points this year and added 2 game-winning goals. League scoring champion Chad Costello of Allen is the recipient of this year's Sportsmanship Award. Costello led the ECHL in scoring with 125 points while accumulating just 36 penalty minutes this season. 3 seasons ago, while a member of the Colorado Eagles, he was named ECHL MVP. And Cal Wild of Brampton is the recipient of this year's Community Service Award. Among his initiatives are the Cal's Pals Foundation, which partnered with a different local foundation each month in order to promote awareness and raise funds for specific causes in the community. Heading the All-ECHL first team for the 2nd straight year and the 3rd time in the last 4 seasons is goaltender Jeff Jakaitis of South Carolina. He led the league in both shutouts and goals against average while ranking 2nd in save percentage. He set ECHL records this season with a 16-game winning streak, 4 straight shutouts, and a shutout streak lasting over 321 minutes. Mike Little of the Florida Everblades was 2nd among ECHL defensemen with 53 points, tied for 6th with 13 goals, and was 4th with 41 assists. At 5'9", he's one of the smallest players on the roster, but he has a very big game. Ontario's Matt Register is on the All-ECHL first team for the 2nd straight season. He tied for 3rd among ECHL Blue Liners with 50 points, and his 14 goals were tied for 3rd. League scoring champ Chad Costello of Allen led the way in both assists and points this season. Costello also paced the league with 35 power play assists and 44 power play points, while ranking 3rd in plus-minus at plus 43. He scored at least 1 point in all but 8 games this season. Wade McLeod of Idaho tied for 4th in the league with 38 goals and was 2nd with 80 points. He tied for 5th with 11 power play goals. And Sean Sadlowski of Fort Wayne tied for 4th in the ECHL with 38 goals and tied for 7th in points despite playing in just 57 games this season. On March 21st, he became just the 29th player in league history to score at least 5 goals in a game and tied the league record with 3 shorthanded goals. The All-League 2nd team is led by goaltender Jeff Lerg of Toledo, who finished 2nd in the ECHL with 32 wins, was 4th with a 2.32 goals against average, and ranked tied for 4th with a .921 save percentage. Cameron Burt of Florida made the transition from forward to defenseman look easy. He finished the season as the 5th highest scoring blue liner in the league. Aaron Jens was the only defenseman with more assists. Jens of the Allen Americans led all defensemen with 48 assists and 56 points. The Baudette, Minnesota native, who spent last year with Reading, had 10 games in which he had multiple points this season. Florida's Adam Brace finished 10th in the league in scoring and tied for 8th with 35 goals. He also ended the season tied for 11th with a plus-minus rating of plus 29. Alaska captain Brendan Connolly led the Aces in scoring with an average of well over a point a game. The 6th-year pro, completing his 2nd year with Alaska, finished the season tied for 3rd in the ECHL in scoring. Finally, Gary Steffes of Allen led the league with 44 goals and was 9th with 73 points. His 18 power play goals were also the most in the league despite missing the final 3 weeks as a result of an AHL call-up. The top first-year players in the ECHL have also received recognition by being named to the All-Rookie team. Goaltender Roman Will of Fort Wayne wrapped up the season with an 11-3-2 run. Under contract to the NHL's Colorado Avalanche, Will was 7th in the league and 1st among rookies with a 2.45 goals against average. Allen's Justin Baker was 4th among rookie defensemen with 37 points this season, while ranking 2nd among all defensemen with a 14.1% shooting percentage. The other defenseman is Steven Szymanski of Elmira, 3rd among all ECHL defenders with 14 goals and tied for 2nd among first-year blue liners with 38 points. His 16 power play points were 4th among all rookies. Forward Derek Army led Wheeling with 27 goals, which also ranked 4th among rookies. He led first-year players with 245 shots on goal, was 2nd with 61 points, and tied for 4th with 4 game-winning goals. Rookie of the Year Tyler Barnes of Toledo led all first-year players in scoring. The ECHL Rookie of the Month for December also led rookies with 10 power play goals and tied for 1st with 17 power play points. The other forward is Jason Bast of Idaho. He was named ECHL Rookie of the Month in both October and January, just the 6th player to win multiple Rookie of the Month honors. During the last week of the season in the North Division, two teams chasing quite different goals collided. Cincinnati was trying to earn a playoff spot, while Fort Wayne was attempting to catch Toledo and snare the regular season division title. 3 of the first 5 games between these two this season went into overtime. Let's see how this one turns out. Describing the action are Bob Chase and Robbie Irons.
Comets on that power play trying to get it going. Moving is Martin out of his own zone. They come to meet the pass. Into the zone we go. Popped in deep around the corner by Perlini, but they get it right. Oh, there it is.
Scored.
Score! And I believe it was it Martin coming across the front of the net? And he picked it right off.
Second power play for Cincinnati.
3.5 left here in period number 1. 1 goal scored. Comets on the power play, and Cincinnati inside the line. Slow it down. Leave it up the wall. Comets try to poke it loose, pick it off. Severin works hard, can't get to the play. Trying to cover his guy, cross rink on the right boards, half wall. Left side, drive, score! Deflected right in front of the net.
Yeah, it hit something. 19 let the shot go downing from the boards over here.
Pecan got the, I think the deflection on it. Here's Risk. Got a nice clean face off that time at the net. Whoa! Almost deflected in that time off the stick of their D-man Quinn. Comets try to keep it alive. They couldn't hold it. And up here they come to the line. Wide left side. They got a man breaking the net.
They got it.
Score
That's the man
wide. And there's one thing I heard them talk about all night long. Take care of the weak side winger playing high.
Well, the weak side winger snuck in behind the defense. They threw a perfect pass. And that's a pass there that I think Will can maybe stand up in that crease and get the stick on it and deflect it.
All righty. Kiss cam is on, but those old folks say, forget it.
We've done enough.
Look out. That was a hard shot. Couldn't get the player's Risk now. Back it comes in the corner. Behind the net to Saul off the wall. It comes to center, bouncing puck right over the stick of Perlini. Now he sends it in left. Perlini shot back.
Score! Yeah, nice shot.
Nice shot. He popped it from 15 feet out.
Yeah, they crossed over the blue line 3 abreast. They fed it off to the winger, right back into the slot to Perlini, and he let the quick wrist shot go all in one motion using the defensive screen. It was by Mandor before he even moved the glove. Brett Perlini!
Here we come. He's looking. Bingo!
Cincinnati stiff shooter, number 11, Stefan Vigier.
All right, here we come into the zone. And take a look. Where are you going? And a boy!
Comets win! Comets win! Comets win!
Big one, Comets. Great. Will has had the most unbelievable night, Robbie.
Yeah, he's played well.
Boy, oh boy, when it had to be, he had it, and that's all you could say.
A look at the battle for one of the final playoff spots is straight ahead on ECHL Week.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.tv.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Hi, Hi, this is Chris Kushnerek of the Florida Everblades, and you can tweet me at StoneColdKush.
Hi, this is Mike Clemente of the Missouri Mavericks, and you can tweet at me at @Lemdingo. I do believe off top there's about 7 guys on the Rules Committee. Robbie Concannon, who is the president in South Carolina, he's our chairman. And we have, it's a mix of players, or I'm sorry, coaches and some owners. So we don't have just coaches thinking one way and not thinking from the business side of it. So we have a mixture so that we have both sides of the equation here as far as that. And we'll talk about 3-4 times a year. And if anything comes up, we'll meet about it, but we meet before our meetings in Vegas in the spring there to go over any changes that'll happen or not happen, which they'll recommend to the Board of Governors, and the Board of Governors will approve it. So anything that we recommend at the Rules Committee has to be approved by the Board of Governors. Well, it goes to our Executive Committee. Our Executive Committee will recommend it to the Board. But most of the time when we approve something at the Rules Committee, it's pretty much going to get approved.
As we recap the late season races for the final playoff spots, there was no better head-to-head matchup than the one between Utah and Alaska for 4th place in the Pacific Division. On the season's penultimate weekend, the Grizzlies and defending Kelly Cup champion Aces battled, really battled, twice. Let's look at the highlights of both of these games. We'll pick up the action in the second period of Game 1, listening to Adrian Denny and Tim Montemayor on 1320 KFAN.
Searfoss in front. It comes wide. Paquette to the net. He scores. Where was Redmond? 1-0 Utah. 2:54 into the second. He's one of the guys we talked about during the intermission who had a great first period.
You know what? I'll take it. You just don't see that very often. As Renwick absolutely fell down. Redmond got into his feet and he fell down.
Crosses the line. Alex in left wing circle. Walker to the net. They go to Brendan. He scores! And it's 2-0 Utah. 8:24 into the second.
Oh, that's massive. And again, you say it. You can't trade goals. You got to score. Wow, what a goal.
Bobkoff leaves it for Wotala. Steiner doesn't get it out to the net. Tipped. Save. Rebound. Bobkoff save. Igor shutting the door. What a huge stop off the turnover. Near side. Matt Schwaban. The Rocket up ahead. Krushelnyski plays it, dodging a glove, works in, rolls it, score! Alex, multiple points once again, and the Grizzlies go up by a count of 3-0. Second time in 3 games, Alex has had multiple points. Searfoss trying to battle for it in the corner. Gallant.
Boy, look at Conley just pounding away at Gallant, and now Gallant's had enough.
And now,
here we go. Gallant just absolutely run over by Cody Beach. Unbelievable. And this is gnarly, Adrian. This is Gallant. Beach is on top of Gallant.
3 goals in 6 minutes and 50 seconds. The only scoring we've seen tonight is the Aces score. Oslansky, and it's 3-1 with 1:52 left.
This will be a shot from the point. Deflected.
Aces still have it, jamming in front, knocked down, rebound in front, big save by Bobkoff. Puck comes into the corner, far side, Matt Pellick to Ryan Hayes, chips it, throws it, score! And it's 4-1 Utah. Paquette applying pressure, 1 second left, and the Grizzlies win at 4-1. They're back in 4th place.
Wow, what a game for the Grizzlies. That went about as well as you could have hoped, AD.
Puck dropped off, knocked down. Grizzlies with numbers. Alex Gallant has a breakaway shorthanded. Al scores!
He earned that goal. What a great job by Galley. Wow.
Great job by H.T. Lenz, who knocked it down. Jacob Johnston crosses the red line, sends it in deep, but it hits something. Yeah, it hit a linesman now.
Oh, that hurts.
Hayes, Signer. TJ dumps it down low in the corner. Aces don't get it out. Wotala picks it up. Tough angle. Shot, score! Cam Wotala on the short side! It's 2-0 Utah! 28 seconds left. 2-0 Utah. Aces on a 6-on-4. Oslansky to the net. Save made. Rebound out in front. Alaska pushes it in. Comes wide. Fanagi. Aban. The Rocket walks up. Empty net in view. Score!
It's all over. The Grizzlies are going to have a 3-point lead for the final playoff spot. Matthew Aban with the empty netter, and the crowd comes to its feet.
News about some league coaches when ECHL Week returns.
The flu is unpredictable and can be serious. Who needs to be vaccinated against the flu? You. Get a flu vaccine. For more information, www.flu.gov.
Are you paying too much with your current payroll company? Are you concerned about how Obamacare could affect your business? If you're interested in a better, more cost-effective solution, Einstein HR is the answer. No more stressing out about Obamacare and the new regulations. No more worrying about being in compliance. No more overpriced payroll services. Let Einstein HR get you back to the business of doing business instead of spending needless hours and frustration taking care of details that add nothing to your bottom line. We provide a first-class payroll and HR services with superior customer service. Call Einstein HR today.
Hi, this is Scott McCauley of the Tulsa Oilers, and you're watching ECHL Week.
The popularity of the ECHL continues to flourish, bolstered by expansion including the Indy Fuel, along with the former Central Hockey League teams. Regular season attendance this year was the second highest in the 27-year history of the league. It was also the 11th consecutive year that average attendance per game was over 4,000. Ontario coach Jason Christie has moved into second place in the most career regular season coaching victories category. Christie, who's also coached Peoria and Utah in the ECHL, ends this year just 8 victories behind all-time coaching wins leader John Marks. Speaking of coaches, Brent Hughes has been let go by the Brampton Beast. In his only year as the head hockey man with the Beast, Brampton won just 23 games and finished last in the Central Division. Also on the coaching front, the Gwinnett Gladiators have announced that Andy Brandt, who has served as the team's interim head coach for the last few months, has been named head coach and general manager of hockey operations effective immediately. Brandt played 5 full seasons for the Gladiators after his college career at Wisconsin. He was the team's assistant coach for a year and a half before he was named to replace Rick Emmett in December. Nick Bovey spoke with Brandt about adapting to his new position.
And it's a title that I'm very thankful for. I thank Toby and the ownership group, as well as Chappie and Joe, for giving me the opportunity. So it's been a tough year, but it's a year that we're gonna look to learn and rebuild from. We got some guys late here from college and guys that are contributing, and obviously we got some future considerations that are out there. So looking forward to these last couple games at home, and then looking forward to getting things going towards next season.
And so we've reached the end of the regular season, but there's more hockey left, namely the Kelly Cup playoffs. We have a couple more shows left to document what are sure to be some terrific series as the ECHL comes to the conclusion of year number 27. So until our next show in May, make sure to keep up to date with all the league activity on our social media channels. As we leave you today, Pink in the Rink games, which recognize the fight against breast cancer, are among the most well-attended games in many league cities. In Evansville earlier this season, fans were able to paint the name of a loved one affected by cancer right on the ice, and the names stayed on for a game the next evening. And so we watched this activity, speed it up a bit, a moving tribute by hundreds of fans in memory of others.